I got to get right into it because I got to give props to Team USA. You know, I have told y'all on many occasions that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter that God has ever created. And damn it, he didn't make me out to be a liar. Now, I know he was struggling leading up to the semifinals against Serbia and ultimately the gold medal game against France. But when all was said and done, 17 for 27 from three-point range in the semifinals and the closeout game for the gold medal. That's 63% shooting from three-point range, y'all. That's 63% shooting from three-point range, y'all. And let me tell you something right now. Did he do it and fail to do so in dramatic fashion? No, he did not. Brother, this brother showed up. Steph Curry was absolutely, positively sensational. 12 points, all on threes, 4 threes in the last 2 minutes and 48 seconds of the championship game. It was beautiful seeing Carmelo Anthony and Draymond Green and those brothers courtside. It was beautiful seeing LeBron James, adopt the Steph Curry. It's bye-bye, night-night. This is what it is, okay? The greatest shooter that God ever created. A man that Steve Kerr should be thanking his lucky stars showed up and produced. I told y'all before the Olympics began, it's going to come down to the ability to shoot perimeter shots, particularly from three-point range. I got to give love to a few people. I got to give love to Joel Embiid, who showed up like a monster in the semifinal game against Jokic and Serbia with 19 points. I got to give love to Devin Booker, who was a model of consistency in these Olympic Games and the way that he played. I just got to give love where love is due because it's important to point out Devin Booker, 58% shooting from the field, 59% shooting from three-point range, averaged 11.7 points a game in these series, okay? Of course, you see Kevin Durant right there. A gold medal game, 31 minutes, 15 points. Devin Booker, 28 minutes, 15 points. Both of them were efficient. Both of them hit threes. Both of them showed up. Kevin Durant, 4 Olympic gold medals. Surefire, first ballot future Hall of Famer, was absolutely spectacular. As far as I'm concerned, got a little quiet down the stretch as the games waned, and I understand it. But overall, a model of consistency. What did he do? 54.8% shooting from the field, 52% shooting from three-point range. He showed up, okay? Anthony Edwards, let's not forget him. His first Olympic competition, 58% shooting, 48% from three-point range, averaged, 12.8 points per game. But the top 3 dudes were your elder statesmen. It's a Steph Curry, age 35. It's a LeBron James, age 39. It's a Kevin Durant, age 35. Give love where love is due to Team USA. They showed up. They represented our nation. They handled their business. I want to hear all of these comparisons to the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. I get all of that. I'm going to favor them, Jordan and the rest of the crew, and what they were capable of doing. But we ain't taking away from what we saw Team USA do. And Steph Curry, my God, this brother's so special. It's just hard to put into words. And I think a legitimate argument can be made right now. As great as LeBron James, as phenomenal as LeBron James, as spectacular as LeBron James is, can it get any better marketing-wise than Steph Curry at this particular moment in time? He was already the babyface assassin. He's already a 4-time champion, a 2-time league MVP, the greatest shooter ever known to man. He was already that. But then to come into this situation and to be shooting and playing porous, as Anthony Edwards articulated, he didn't show up until 3 days ago or so. But boy, I'm glad he did. This brother shows up and he just put on the show. 9 3-pointers in one game, 8 3-pointers in another, 4 straight in the last 2:48, including that last one. Behind the back, stepping back over 2 dudes at least 6'10" or above, and launching the 3, and then putting the bye-bye, night-night with Carmelo Anthony screaming, courtside and the whole bit, and Draymond Green egging them on, let's go, pounding the court, let's go, like they do in Golden State. That's Steph Curry. Showed up, and I can't say enough about it. Let me say this. LeBron James was the MVP. He's the one that ultimately captured MVP for the Olympics, being named Olympics MVP. I thought Steph Curry deserved it. But under no circumstances am I throwing any shade on LeBron James for getting it, because he was a model of consistency in these games. 66% shooting from the field, 14.2 points, 6.8 rebounds, 8.5 assists. Threw a couple of triple doubles up in there during Olympic competition. The man, what can you say about LeBron James? I'm trying to put in the words. Rocking the gray beard, putting his age on display and experience, all in proper context. 39 going on 40. 21st season entering his 22nd year in the NBA. Ladies and gentlemen, he still seemed better conditioned than practically everybody out there. He still seemed faster than most of the dudes out there. LeBron James is just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Major mad love goes to him for being the leader that he was, for stepping up the way he did throughout the Olympic competition. Led a group of Olympians for Team USA. I mean, I'm just thinking about it. Remember that sneaky behind the back pass he threw to Devin Booker? It was beautiful. The dime piece he threw court length to Steph Curry for a three. Pair of dunks as well. I'm just looking at it. Rocking the gold sneakers, apropos on his part. Worn for marketing reasons, of course. I can't say enough about him. I'm not throwing any shade on him. It's just that when you are as spectacular as Steph Curry was, in a game against Serbia that would have denied Team USA a trip to the gold medal game if Steph Curry hadn't showed up and saved the day, dropping 36. And then in a gold medal game, the 24 that he scored, okay, all on three-pointers. And, oh, by the way, 4-4 in the last 248. Ladies and gentlemen, what can you say? It was spectacular. Steph Curry was spectacular. And you saw LeBron, and you saw KD, and you saw everybody deferring to Steph Curry because when you get hot like that, you know who to give the damn ball to. So that's what it is. I thought Steph Curry deserved the MVP because of that. Not because LeBron wasn't great, because he was. But when you steal pivotal moments like that to secure gold in two thrillers, Serbia and then France, you deserve the MVP. I thought Steph should have got it. But I ain't knocking LeBron one bit. I just thought Steph should have got it. I also wanted to take a moment before I move on. I'm not going to be insulting because he doesn't deserve it. Steve Kerr is one of the greatest coaches who've ever lived. He's one of the greatest champions we've ever known. 3, as a player with the Chicago Bulls. 2, as a player with the San Antonio Spurs, if I remember correctly. 4, as the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. That's 9 championships. Not many people can say that. Steve Kerr is one of the greatest ever. But I don't give a damn what anybody says. There's no excuse to not play Jason Tatum in 2 games. There's just no excuse for it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. And I think the thing that was most egregious about what Steve Kerr did with Jason Tatum was admitting that he went to him before one of the games, I believe it was against Serbia, and said to him, it's going to be difficult for us to find you minutes tonight. Jason Tatum is one of the greatest players in the NBA. One of the greatest players in the world. He's a reigning defending champion. In the last 3 years, he's been first team All-NBA. And 2 of the dudes on the team who were receiving playing time are guys who spend all year long deferring to him as members of the Boston Celtics. How in God's name could you justify not finding minutes for Jason Tatum in any game? In any game. I don't give a damn what Steve Kerr says. That was egregious. But his job was to bring home gold. And that's what he did. His job was to win a championship, helping Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. He did that. Hit a big-time shot to win the championship for Jordan in Chicago against Utah. It was to help them, along with Dennis Rodman, do that. In San Antonio, it was to help Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili do the same. As the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, it was his job to guide them to championships, and he did it on 4 occasions. Steve Kerr is to be not just respected, but revered. But that doesn't mean he's perfect. And I just think that that's a hard pill to swallow. If I was Jason Tatum, I'd never look at him the same. Never. That's just me.